Hello everyone, welcome back here to Mandy Greenmont Field here from northern Chattanooga, Tennessee as we get ready for day one here of the playoffs here in the semifinal matchup between the Bandits and the Nooga Choos. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Strawn. I'll be a broadcaster once more here in the SCCL 2025 playoffs. Ella Cunningham will start us off on the mound here today for the Bandits. Cassidy Ross once more leads off for this Choo squad. The first pitch she will see is a ball up in the zone, and we're underway here for these 2025 SCCL playoffs. Ross will start us off as the center fielder today. Christian Fowler will hit next, wearing number 2, hitting second and playing second base. Ella Fox will be the shortstop today in the 3-hole as a big swing and a miss from Ross makes it 1-1. Ariana Clark will be behind the plate once more, batting fourth, wearing 14. Callie Green will be back in the lineup here today on the mound and wearing number 8 in the 5 spot. Riley Demers will hit 6th at first base today, wearing 16. Next pitch to Ross, shortstop side, snagged by the shortstop for out number 1 in Addie Lewis. So one down now here in the top of the first inning. It brings up Fowler. Go through the rest of this Choo lineup really quickly here. Again, Demers at first base will hit 6th, wearing 16 once more. Mandy Ray Leach will be in left field today, wearing 13, hitting 7th. Robbie Van, the DP, will hit 8th, wearing number 12. Macy Strickland will hit in the 9 spot, playing at third base today. The first pitch to Fowler is a strike, 0-1. Frankie Martins will be flexed out in right field here today. She will be out and right and not hit in this matchup. Strickland will be the 9-hole hitter. Fowler comes up for the first time today. 1. Big swing and a miss, the high fastball, now 0-2. Another beautiful morning here in northern Chattanooga. A little rainy last night. It's dried up fairly well here for today. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. Cunningham's working quickly. Already 2 outs here in this top of the first inning. Only needs 6 pitches. Now it brings up, though, the dangerous Ella Fox. Second most doubles this year, 8 on the season. Just puts her behind Alyssa Balcom. First pitch to her stays high for 1-0. The shortstop for this Choo squad back in the lineup once more. A much-needed lightning bolt to this Choo's lineup. The 1-0. Hits it foul to left-hand side, now 1-1. So the Bandits opt to go with Ella Cunningham here today in the semifinal matchup. We'll see how far she will go and what the pitching plan is for this squad. Do you possibly run with Lindsey Henson or Ryan Presswood next if given the chance? The 1-1 to Fox. Shot first base side. Henson's got it quickly to first in time for out number 3. Cunningham only needs 9 pitches. That'll end the top of the first inning. 1 strikeout, no hits, no errors, no runners reach first base. We go to the bottom half of the frame here between the Bandits and the Nooga Choos for Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here in the day one, the semifinal matchup between the Bandits and the Choo. Smokies and Smoky Mountain Rain will be later today. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the first inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League here in the semifinal matchup between the Bandits and the Choo. No score after the top of the first inning. 1, 2, 3 go down the Choo batters. And now brings up the Bandits for the first time today. Callie Green will get her first start this season in SCCL. Her second appearance with the Choo this year. Last time we saw her, she threw an inning and an inning and 2/3 of work against the Smokies. She comes up now and facing off against against the center fielder in Reagan Wall, one of the best hitters we've seen this year. Again, we'll lead off in center field today. J.C. Holt will follow her up in left field wearing number 2. First pitch to Wall, shortstop side, picked up by the shortstop in time and by Fox, and one away on one pitch. We might get something very eerily similar to what we saw in the top half of the inning. We saw the last time Cassidy Ross line out to shortstop softly, and now brings up J.C. Holt. Will she go down on strikes? That would be funny if she did. First pitch to her, down and away in the dirt for ball 1. Of course, Holt now stepping in, the left fielder today. Abby Fairs will hit next, the second baseman wearing number 9. Ella Cunningham will hit 4th, the pitcher wearing number 8. Lindsey Henson will hit 5th. 26 will hit or play first base today. Ella Grace Harvey at 3rd will hit 6th. Next pitch to Holt is swung on and missed. 1-1 on the bunt attempt. Wagoneer will hit Wagoneer will hit after Harvey. He's the 7th spot. Tonight's catcher wearing 11. Addie Lewis at shortstop will hit 8th wearing number 7, and Ryan Presswood in right field will wear number 5 in the 9th spot. Now here's Holt lacing one just out of play and foul. So one away and nobody out here all ready to start. It's Callie Green, the NAIA product, makes her way back out to the mound. First start this year by the Choo-Choos. The 1-2 to Holt. Down in the dirt, it bounces, now 2-2. Again, Abby Fairs will hit next, one of the lead hitters this season in terms of average. Holt, who has just been one of the lead hitters in terms of total hits, comes up. The 2-2 sits it right back up the middle. Green's got it on the backhand, drops it, throw to first is not in time. And a runner gets on with one away as Green, trying to backhand it, just had it drop out of her glove. We'll see if that's labeled as an error or a single. It will be an error. And now a runner on with one away, and Abby Fairs, the dangerous second baseman, up to the plate. So now Holt at first. Great speed for her. She could swipe it back in a flash. First pitch, she's running. Outside ball 1. Throw down to second's a good one, but not in time. Stolen base for J.C. Holt on the first pitch she sees on the base paths. Now runner in scoring position with one away. So now Abby Fairs, today's second baseman, comes up, skies this one, deep out the left center field. Trying to get there as a center fielder in Cassidy Ross. She's there for out number 2. And now it brings up the dangerous Ella Cunningham. Last 2 games, she has 3 home runs now for this Bandits squad. Yesterday, a single and a 2-run shot for her. She went 2 for 4 in the contest. Day before, she went 3 for 3 with 2 homers. First pitch, she sees a strike, 0-1. She's pretty much just jump-started this Bandits offense that had been looking for a jolt as of late. She has been that big reason. 0-1 to Cunningham. Down and away now, 1-1 the count. For those that have been looking as well, we talk about the playoffs here, of course, between the Bandits and the Choo-Choos to start. Smokies and Smoky Mountain Rain will be later today. But for those looking in for next season, possibly for the SCCL, they'll actually be competing against the other regions, as this one will be popped up to the shortstop side. Strickland will get underneath it instead. That will be out number 3 as the Choo-Choos get out of the inning quickly. We'll talk more about that playoff instance here in just a moment, but we go through the bottom of the first inning. 1 error, no hits, 1 runner gets left stranded. No one comes around to score. We go to the top half of the second inning. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. Choo-Choos and Bandits tied at 0. We'll go to the top of the second frame as the Choo-Choos come back up to hit. Top of the second inning we go. Still no score between the Bandits and the Choos here in the day one of semifinal matchups here between the Choos and the Bandits here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. 4, 5, and 6 coming up here in this Scenic City Collegiate League matchup. Clark, Green, and Demers coming up now here for the Choos. As the catcher and Clark comes up for the first time today. She'll see the first pitch from Cunningham and foul it off for 0-1. So as I was mentioning earlier in that bottom half of the first inning, for those that have not seen it recently or not been able to catch up on the news just yet, coming in 2026, we will have a new World Series coming your way. The College Summer World Series will provide a championship for the American College Regional Leagues that includes not only the Scenic City Collegiate League, but the other 3 leagues that are also a part of it, including the Lone Star Collegiate League, the I believe it was the Bay Area Collegiate League, if I'm correct here, so I'm trying to make sure I have all my bases covered here. No, that wasn't a pun intentionally, but it came out anyway. Next pitch to Clark is down and away, 1-1. It'll be a battle between the 4 leagues, essentially, between the Scenic City Collegiate League, the Florida Gulf Coast League, as well as the Golden Bay Collegiate League and the Lone Star State Collegiate League. Those are the 4 leagues of the ACLs. This one swung on and missed for 1 and 2. Essentially, for next year, from July 14th through the 17th, those 4 leagues will have the winner from each league go on to play one another in a series for a championship titles. The next pitch is called for strike 3 and 1 away here in the top of the second. So 1 down as Clark goes down looking for the first time today. Second strikeout for Cunningham here today. And now it brings up Callie Green, the pitcher, in the 5-hole. But as mentioning before, of course, the College Summer World Series will come next year for those that want to apply to be a part of the ACL regional leagues. The first pitch to Green is called a strike, 0-1. Next season, you'll have the opportunity to compete against one another. Essentially, what will happen is each winner of these said leagues will then battle it out from the 14th to the 17th. They will represent their respective states, as this one sits high and away for ball 1. As it'll be like Team Tennessee, Team Florida, Team California, and Team Texas, essentially. The winners of each regional will then face off against one another at a designated location that is soon yet to be announced, but that will come in the coming days. An egg swing and a miss from Green to make it 1 and 2. But essentially, if you're looking to play next year, possibly in the ACL, or have any interest, of course, now's your chance to possibly get and look at it, as you will be competing next year for a chance to be the winner of the ACL. Next one is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. As Cunningham with another strikeout. Third already through an inning and 2/3. And now it brings up Riley Demers. That's the big point, essentially, is that this will essentially be the version of a Summer League World Series. As the first pitch to Demers is out and away for ball 1. So going from winning your own league, you'll get the chance to compete against the other 4 leagues as well. The winner of each will go on to play at one central location, which one, again, it still has yet to be announced. Next pitch, did she go around? She did. Indeed, they will say she went around as the first base umpire. So now 1-1 the count. Home plate wasn't going to call her on the swing. First base says she did. As Demers now comes up for the first time today with 2 outs and nobody on. Next pitch, big. Swing and a miss, the high fastball, now 1 and 2. But to put it lightly again now, so just keep an eye out, of course, for more updates on that here in the coming days. But for 2026 player registration, keep an eye out on that. That'll start on September 1st. Next pitch to Demers, into the zone, called. Strike 3. Strike out the side, Cunningham. And we go to the bottom of the second. No hits, no errors, nobody reaches. Strike out the side for Ella Cunningham. 4 on the morning so far. We go to the bottom of the frame. No score between the Choos and the Bandits here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be back in just a moment here in the semifinal matchup. Bottom of the second inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. For those just tuning in, Bandits and Choos tied at 0 apiece. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 coming up to the bat now here for the Bandits. It's Lindsey Henson, the dangerous right-handed hitter, coming up to the plate for the first time today. First pitch swinging, laces this one out to right center field. That ball's going to go all the way to the wall. Picked up by Ross. Henson's going to have to stay at first. It will be a leadoff single. And the first hit of the day by either side puts a runner on here in the bottom of the second inning. And now it brings up Ella Grace Harvey. So Henson, who has been one of the best hitters this season, able to put herself on early in this one. And now it brings up her tall third baseman in Harvey. Callie Green just trying to settle in now. Got a pretty easy first inning of work. Now trying to see what she could do here in the second. Harvey shows bunt. Down in the zone. Did not offer. Makes it 1-0. Dallas Wagoneer will hit next, the catcher. And if given the chance, Addie Lewis follows up. Now Harvey comes in wearing the biggest number on her back at 77 and definitely one of the tallest players this year. Harvey bunts it foul, 1-1. So for Callie Green on the mound again, last time we saw her was on Monday in that nighttime matchup against the Smokies. She threw an inning and 2/3 of work. She gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. She walked none and struck out 1 on 21 pitches. She now bunts this one at Harvey fair. In front of the mound, it'll go to Clark. Throw to first is in time. It'll be 1 away as Henson's able to make it into second base. Clark had to hurry as she almost collided with her third baseman, Strickland, but is able to get the runner out at first. But now it makes Henson to second, and Wagoneer comes up. The catcher steps in for the first time today. The runner in scoring position. He had a couple of hits yesterday. Green now just trying to go through this second inning. Chop, second base side. Fowler's got it to first in time for out number 2. Henson now gets the third, but now 2 away here in the bottom of the second inning brings up Addie Lewis. Two outs, runner at third. Lewis's chance to possibly give the Bandits the first lead of the ball game between either side. The early goings here in the bottom of the second inning. As the utility player comes up to the plate in the 8-hole. First pitch from Green stays high, 1-0. Ryan Presswood would hit next in the 9th spot if given the opportunity. Only 1 hit allowed between either side here just to start. Henson's deep single to right field, the lone hit today. She now stands at third base with 2 away. 1-0. Skies it foul over our heads here and over to the soccer field to our right. Now 1-1 the count. Callie Green now trying to see if she can settle in here and get this final out. Minimize the damage that stands at third base. Lewis trying to see if she can drive in the first run of this ball game. The 1-1. Sees it high, now 2-1. So for Green now as well on the mound. She's only played in 2 games this year. This is her second game in a Choos uniform. The primarily center fielders coming in now. Had a couple of appearances on the mound last season for her school at Bryan College, the NAIA Institute. Now throws this one outside and away, 3-1. We'll see if Lewis may get a green light here. Will she possibly just sit on this one and see if she can draw a walk to put runners at the corners with 2 away? Again, Presswood would hit next. Next pitch to Lewis. Hits this one now to the right center field side. Making her way forward is the right fielder, Martin. She's got it for out number 3. And we go to the top of the third inning. 1 hit, 1 runner gets left stranded. No errors and no runs come around to score. Green gives off a leadoff single and then is able to get out of the inning. We go to the top of the third inning. No score here between the Bandits and the Choos here in the game one of the semifinal matchups here between the Bandits and the Choos. Next will be the Smokies and the Smoky Mountain Rain to play for tomorrow for the championship here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back for this quick break here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here for the top of the third inning in just a moment. Top of the third inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. For those just tuning in here in the Scenic City Collegiate League, no score between the Nooga Choos and the Bandits, the 2 and 3 seeds here, stepping in across from one another here today. 7, 8, and 9 coming up to the plate now for the Choos. Manda Ray Leach, Robbie Van, and Macy Strickland will come up to hit. As Leach comes up for the first time today, the left fielder sees the first pitch, first strike, 0-1. Ella Cunningham has been dominant so far. Already 4 strikeouts through 2 innings of work for her. A strikeout the side inning in that top of the second. Looking to see if she can replicate the success as she hurls that one outside for 1-1. Cunningham, the former Michigan State product, headed off to Troy University next year. The pitcher of the year here in the SCCL, the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Now 1-2 from Leach. As Cunningham received the Pitcher of the Year award on yesterday afternoon during the in-between the Bandits and Choos and the Smoky Mountain Rain matchup on the season for her. We'll see this one just outside, now 2-2. 49 innings pitched entering in on the day. A .85 ERA, 4 wins for her, 79 strikeouts, a 1.15 whip, a .83 batting average against. 2-2 is hit, first base side, just foul, still 2-2. Leach trying to see if she can get the Choos their first hit of this morning. But for Cunningham, she has been one of, if not the best pitchers this year. Rightfully so, again, got that Pitcher of the Year award yesterday's game. The only category she didn't lead in was she was 4 short in strikeouts of Laney, just a little short in that whip category. Now Leach fouls this one off again, still 2-2. Robbie Van would hit next, the DP, and then Macy Strickland, tonight's third baseman, will follow up. As Leach trying to see what she can do here with the leadoff spot here in the top of the third inning. Still no score between the Bandits and the Choos here in this semifinal matchup. Winner plays tomorrow. 2-2 goes through the check swing, strike 3. A beautiful changeup puts one away. 4 straight strikeouts for Cunningham. Now brings up Robbie Van with 1 out. So Robbie Van steps in now, tonight's DP. First pitch outside and away for ball 1. Van, who has been one of the better pitchers for this Choos squad, sitting in the DP position today. Good to see what she could do here at the plate. With nobody on and 1 away against the dangerous Ella Cunningham. Big high fastball swung on and missed 1-1. As the Bandits opt to go with Cunningham here in the semifinal matchup. We'll see if she might try and make a start tomorrow as well. The next one swung on and missed. Now 1-2. You can see why they went to her, obviously. She has been the Pitcher of the Year for a reason. Your hope is that you can keep her fresh for tomorrow's game as well if you're able to take the win here today. The 1-2 swung on and fouled off, still 1-2. For the Choos, you're trying to see if you can maybe get something rolling here against one of the best pitchers in the league. Maybe get an upset win here over the Bandits. You are the 3 seed to their 2. You do have the head-to-head record, but now the 1-2 is fouled off once more. Still 1-2. Already 11 pitches between these last 2 batters here thrown from Cunningham. The 1-2 once more. Just outside. Wagoneer thought that was strike 3. Good eye from Robbie Vance. She's able to hold on it. It was close on that outer half. Just could not bury the dagger. Two from the left-hander. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. 5 straight strikeouts for Ella Cunningham. And now brings up Macy Strickland. 4 swinging strikeouts, 2 looking. She is dealing here to start the morning. Already 6 through 2 2/3 of inning of work. It now brings up Strickland for the first time today. Off speeds outside for 1-0. Top of the order comes up next. Cassidy Ross is already lined out to shortstop her last time up. Hitting just south of 500 on her last 25 plate appearances. Sees this one up in the zone once more, 2-0. It's the Choo bench here just trying to get rowdy, seeing if they can maybe unnerve Cunningham a little bit here. They still sit at a 0-0 draw between the Bandits and the Choos. The 2-0 to Strickland. Off-speed call to strike, 2-1. Strickland primarily of that Smoky Mountain Range squad stepping in with the Choos once more. She and Macy Andrews have been 2 of the more common players for the Choos this year. Next one down and away, holds back the bunt for 3-1. We'll see if she gets a green light here possibly. 2 outs, nobody on. Cunningham looking to possibly strike out the side for back-to-back innings. The 3-1 stays high, ball 4. Strickland, the first base runner allowed by Cunningham today. And a runner on with 2 outs for Cassidy Ross. So now the ultimate utility player comes up to the plate. Lined out to shortstop her last time up. First pitch to her is down and in for a strike, 0-1. So Strickland reaches for the first time today. Ross, a .282 hitter on the season in 22 games played, or 22nd, I should say. 9 RBIs, 22 hits, a .309 on-base percentage. 655 OPS. Sees the next one high. Bounces off the glove of Wagoneer into the backstop. It allows Strickland again to second base standing. So a bit of a wild pitch there as Cunningham just kind of airmailed it. And it allows Strickland again to second base standing. So Ross with a double and 2 triples this year. She has the most by anybody this season. She's a home run shy of that exclusive triple-double homer club. The 1-1. Fouls it off now 1-2. Runner in scoring position in Strickland. Decent speed. You find the outfield, you might get a chance to score one. However, that outfielding trio for the Bandits has got great arms out there. J.C. Holt, Reagan Wall, and Ryan Presswood. 1-2. Off speed out and away. Now 2-2. Ross, who's averaged at least 1 hit per game, essentially. We'll see the 2-2. Swung on him, missed, strike 3. And that'll end the top of the 3rd inning. 3 strikeouts in the frame for Cunningham. And now 7 through 3 innings of work. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. No hits, no errors. One runner does get left stranded on the walk. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Still no score between the Choos and the Bandits. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back for this quick break. Bottom of the third inning we go. Skylar Gooden will now step in here for Ryan Presswood. She'll come up and take a swing at the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. So Gooden wearing number 6 jersey now steps in here for Ryan Presswood. She'll hit in this bottom of the third inning. For the first time here in a Bandits uniform, skies this one foul for 0-2. No winner here. We stand in this bottom of the third inning. No score here between the Bandits and the Choos here at Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. It's good in the Tennessee Tech commit from Soddy Daisy High School, the the graduating senior, the rising freshman. Comes up and sees the 0-2. Out and away, now 1-2 from Callie Green. Gooden comes in for the first time this season. The member from Soddy Daisy High School, the varsity volleyball and softball player. Last year in 23 games, hit .542 at the plate. 1-2. Down to the dirt now, 2-2. So Gooden again playing in her first game here in a Bandits uniform. First time we've seen her here. The Scenic City Collegiate League. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. One away here in the bottom of the third inning. First strikeout of the morning now for Callie Green. Brings up the top of the order. It's Reagan Wall. Now the rising sophomore comes up to the plate. Tied for the most hits this season with Kai Ricks. First pitch is fouled off for 0-1. Last time we saw her lined out to shortstop softly. A .441 average sits her 6th this season. 7 RBIs, 30 hits, a .465 on-base percentage. She has been lethal on the base paths. Comes up with 1 out and nobody on. Tap swing, hits it, second base side, soft roller, gotta be quick as Fowler's not in time. Base hit on the infield side for Wall. First hit of the day for her, and a runner on with great speed for J.C. Holt. Just kind of took a little chuck at it with the bat barrel there, just kind of chopped it to Fowler at second. She had to hurry, but could not make that in time. I don't know if anybody could have. Fowler gets on once more. Now it brings up the dangerous J.C. Holt. 26 hits for her. First pitch out away for a strike. Thrown down to second. A good one, but not in time. Stolen base for Reagan Wall. Now runner in scoring position with 1 away. Holt reached on an error her last time up. A stolen base for her already today. She got left stranded at second. think we might see Reagan Wall maybe break for third here. 0-1. Choos bunt, fouls it off. 0-2. Wall was on the move. But now Holt comes in once more. 7th this year in average, a .433 for her. 12 RBIs, 26 hits, a .453 on-base percentage. No extra base hits for her this year, but still an .886 OPS. She's found ways to just get on and has been fortunate enough to come in at the right times with runners in scoring position and just bring them around. The 0-2 fouls this one off, still 0-2. The dangerous Abby Fairs will hit next as well. It's the dangerous part of this Bandits lineup. They seem to just find ways to always get on base. The deadly speed of Wall and Holt, and then the bat of Abby Fairs, who just hits that thing like her name's Luis Arias. The 0-2 to Holt. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away. Gets her with a high fastball for the second strikeout of the inning. Now it brings up the second baseman, Abby Fairs, who flew out to left center her last time. Runner at second, 2 away. A ball in the outfield's going to give the Bandits their first lead of the ball game. We still sit at a 0-0 draw. First pitch swinging, fouls it off for 0-1. Fairs has been one of the best hitters this season, and although she missed a good chunk in the middle of the year, 14 games played, her 15th now, a .480 average, sits second this year. 9 RBIs, 24 hits, sits 6th overall. She has been outstanding at the plate with a .490 on-base percentage. She sits at an 1130 OPS. Next pitch almost airmails it. Wall halfway between second and third. Throw will come down to second. Wall breaking for third. The throw is quickly in there, not in time. Stolen base for Reagan Wall. And now a runner at third with 2 away. Clark tried to make the throw down to second. And Reagan Wall, with the high intelligence play, books it for third. Strickland tried to apply the tag, just not in time. And now a runner at third. Anything to the field's going to bring her in. The 1-1. Chop third base side. It's foul, 1-2. Cunningham would hit next. Flew out the third her last time. You don't really want to see her, though, come up. Abby Fairs now trying to see if she can drive in an RBI here. 2 doubles on the year. She'll foul this one off once again. Still 1-2. Fairs with 2 homers and 2 doubles. Looking for RBI number 10 if she can get it. Hit number 25 if she can find one here. Continue to raise that .480 average. Reagan Wall now at third. 2 stolen bases already here. See if she can possibly score here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 outs, runner at third, no score between the Bandits and the Choos. The 1-2 drives this one deep to left field. Goodbye on the hillside for Fairs. And the Bandits break the deadlock here in the bottom of the third inning. Fair flies one out to left, and it goes on the hillside for her 3rd home run of the season. Just got one down and in and just blasts it. And now it brings up Cunningham with 2 away and the bases cleared. Fairs' RBIs number 10 and 11. 3rd home run of the season, hit number 25, and it's a long shot to left. Now it brings up Cunningham 0 for 1 with a fly out to third base her last time. Dangerous pitcher who's hit 3 home runs in her last 2 games comes up. As Callie Green now has given up her first runs of this day. 3rd hit allowed. First pitch to Cunningham's down and away for a ball 1-0. Cunningham now entering in on the ball game. 8th in batting average, a .426 for her. 22 RBIs. That is the tied 3rd most this year with Tatum McCool. Next one stays high once more, now 2-0. Cunningham a .500 on-base percentage, tied with Jasmine Mack and Alyssa Balcom in that statistic for third. An 852 slugging puts her at a 1352 OPS. One of the best this year. It's fourth overall. 5 doubles and 6 home runs. Tied for the most extra base hits as she fouls this one off for 2-1. Her 11 extra base hits sit tied with Alyssa Balcom and Lindsey Henson. 2-1. Down and away for a strike. Now 2-2. Kelly Green just trying to see if she can get out of this inning here after giving up the 2-run shot to Abby Fairs. See if she can bring up the Choo-Choos lineup to try and see if they can get at the funny enough hitter hitting her at the plate, Ella Cunningham. 2-2. Down and away it sits now 3-2. Lindsey Henson would come up next. Already a deep single to right her last time up. Green gets the sign from the dugout. The 3-2. High up in the zone. Ball 4. Cunningham on for the first time today. A walk puts a runner on with 2 outs. Lindsey Henson, the dangerous first baseman, back up to the plate. This year's league leader in home runs, RBIs, and slugging percentage now up. Fourth in average, a .460 for her, just 2 ticks behind Kai Ricks. 25 RBIs, a .485 on-base percentage, a .1438 OPS, the highest out of anybody by about 100 points. She drives this one, right field line, it's just foul, 0-1. She led off that bottom of the second inning with a single. The first hit of the day as Cunningham now gets switched out for the courtesy runner of J.C. Holt. Henson only a single double, but 10 home runs this year, the most out of anybody by 4. Abby Bunt and Ella Cunningham are the next closest with 6 each. Henson's 25 RBIs tied with Abby Bunt for the lead. As Green gets the sign once more. J.C. Holt with good speed at first base. She's already swiped it back today. 0-1, drives it, center field. Ross will get there for out number 3. That will end the inning. 2 hits, 2-run score. Runner gets left stranded here in the bottom of the third inning. The Bandits find themselves ahead 2-0 on the moonshot from Abby Fairs to left. We go to the top of the fourth. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back for this quick break. The Bandits head back out to the field now with a 2-0 lead. The Choo-Choos come back up to hit. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 coming up next. Top of the fourth inning we go here from Mandy Greenmont Field as the sun starts to shine on us even more here in the Scenic City Collegiate League on this beautiful Friday morning. Here in the semifinal matchup between the Bandits and the Choo-Choos. Bandits find themselves ahead 2-0 after the 2-run shot by Abby Fairs. It now brings up Christian Fowler for the Choo-Choos here as they try and see if they can respond against this Bandit squad. Fowler already 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Just the first pitch out and away for a strike. They'll say she went around on the bunt attempt, 0-1. As Fowler, one of the leading RBI bringers this year for this Choo-Choo squad. 16 on the season puts her for 5th place, just behind Cunningham, and 1 ahead of Amaria Horner. Now chops this one to the right-hand side. It's foul for 0-2. 290 average for Fowler on the season. In her now 22nd game played. She's played in every game this year for the Choo-Choos. 20 hits, a .324 on-base percentage, 788 OPS, 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. She is one of 2 players this year to be a part of that triple-double home run club. Maria Burke of the Smokies, the only other person to do so. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Ella Cunningham. Now 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Eight strikeouts through 3 1/3 so far for Cunningham. She might hit double digits before we even get to the 5th inning. As Ella Fox comes up, drives this one to the left-hand side. It's foul, 0-1. Fox grounded out the first her last time up. The